In November 2017, we moved to the beautiful Ynys Môn, the island of Anglesey in northwest Wales, to begin the adventure of developing a 12-acre smallholding and planting a church, all while learning to be parents for the first time. Moving to a tiny rural village called Paradwys, which is Welsh for paradise, our pioneering journey has seen us venture way out of our comfort zone, trying new things, succeeding at some and facing challenges in others. This is our way to share our journey, encourage you with yours, and of course share plenty of inspiring scenery and cute shots of animals and our young family. We are the Radbourne family, and this is Paradwys Diaries. So welcome to Paradwys Diaries and Happy New Year to you all. 2021 is finally here, although things don't feel as though they've come to an end yet, do they? But 2020 for many has been a really tough year, and at times it really has been for us. I think not seeing family through large portions of it has been tough. But actually there's been some real highlights in 2020 as well, hasn't there? Mm-hmm. So we introduced Rhys into our family, bless him. Bless his big cotton socks, because he's massive. 98th percentile, that boy is. Crazy. And obviously started Paradwys Diaries. And following this journey of exploring the land and family and church planting and all that's involved with that, it's been a real highlight. Each week we've posted this video on a Saturday morning. So I've managed to every Saturday, and this is the 35th week. This is episode 35. And today, to mark the new year and to look back on 2020, we're actually going to do a bit of a review. We're going to show you some snippets of past episodes, and then we're going to have a little reflection on a few of them, and then we'll watch a few more and so on. And actually, this is going to be 2 episodes because there's so much to cover. It's amazing. 35 episodes, really pack it in that time. So that's the plan. But before we go on to that, I just want to give you a few stats. Because I love a stat. You love a stat, don't you? You were a maths teacher.
I do love a good stat. Yes.
Oh, I love a stat. So in the 34 episodes so far, there's been 2,800 views on YouTube and 8,500 views on Facebook. And we didn't even start posting the videos on Facebook until July. There's actually been over 12,000 views of videos on Facebook when you include the Welsh Wednesdays that we used to do. Remember those? Like the short videos?
Yeah.
They were really good, but they kind of died a death a little bit.
I think we came out of lockdown and life just started getting a little bit busier.
Yeah.
We forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. So first of all, thank you so much for watching with us. It's really encouraging. Like even just today, we had an amazing letter from a family who just say that, yeah, they enjoy watching this on a Sunday afternoon. And I know chatting to different friends and stuff that they watch it as well. It's quite cute. Don't quite know why. But then again, looking back over this and kind of rewatching some of the episodes to pull some of the gold out for today, kind of get it. It's actually really good, Rach. it's actually quite good. So yeah, we're gonna get into it, and we're gonna start with episode 1. And like as we set the scene, it's really quite cute. Actually, we're really trying to be professional and countryfile-esque as compared to this sat on our sofa chatting away. But here we go. So here is the first section of setting the scene from episode 1 and 2.
Croeso I Carreg Dŵr! Welcome to Carreg Dŵr in Paradwys on the beautiful island of Ynys Môn, Anglesey, here in northwest Wales.
So my name's Alan and this is Rachel, and we live here in this beautiful part of northwest Wales on Anglesey, where we own a small holding, have a small family, have started a church, and we also live 50 yards away from Rachel's parents, having bought the whole thing with them. So this is a little bit about our adventure, our journey into life here. We're currently 2.5 years in, and we're starting this film series to share and document a little bit about our journey.
We've got 2 little boys, Caleb, who's 2.5 years old, and Rhys, who is 8 weeks old today. Oh, and not forgetting our gorgeous black Labrador Griff, who's 6 years old.
After months of short, cold, dark days, spring has finally sprung. In fact, it even feels like summer on a day like today. And our whole land has just burst forth with life. The grass is growing like mad, there's bluebells everywhere, the daffodils obviously came up first. All the trees have got leaves on again. Oh, it's just amazing to spend time in this beautiful, beautiful part of the world. We've got some new arrivals as well with lambs that have been born. We've got some pigs. The ducklings have grown into big...
Okay, Al, they get it. Life has arrived.
Life has arrived. It's such a brilliant time after such a long period of cold and darkness.
Alan, I've just realised I'm wearing the same cardigan as I was in that very first intro.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Some would say that it's a nice way to come round and that it was all planned. It's not. It's just you wear it quite a lot.
I like it,
Yeah,
and
it's
cozy
beautiful. It's lovely.
Roomy.
And how cute is he? It's 8 weeks old. Like he's cute now.
And Caleb, he likes
and Caleb with his
chub in
bit
his
chubby,
face. He's
yeah,
slimmed down a lot
kind
in
of
the
a bit
last 6
skinnier,
months.
and he's a bit more of a. Even though he's filling out again at the minute, Christmas.
I think that's the Christmas. His
Yeah.
little pot belly pops back out again, doesn't it?
But the thing with that though that was making my heart go was spring. Don't we want spring to come again? Like now Christmas is past, it's kind of like, oh man, everything's a bit bleak, isn't it?
And it's so wet. We've just had so much
Oh,
rain.
just
It's
crazy.
like a swimming pool. We've actually got
But
a
like-
water feature on our steps.
That's true, yeah. There's constant running water outside at the minute. And the wisteria,
Oh,
isn't it beautiful?
I'm
Looking forward to that
yes,
again.
Yes.
So there's all those things which are just, yeah. And it's very funny as sat there very officially and doing all that. It's lovely. I like it. Well, next up, we've got a little bit around kind of the early kind of introduction of our life at Carreg and the next kind of few episodes very much focused around what it's like to live at Carreg and yeah, it was finding our feet a little bit. Should we have a watch?
Let's have a watch.
Right. Good morning. So each morning we come out and we get the ducks out, give them some food and get the pigs out too. Little bit of a morning thing, still in our pyjamas. It's nice though to get out first thing in the morning. Morning Percy, morning Molly. So, breakfast mornings. Oh. Alright, let's have a look. Go on, shift off, shift off. Go on. Hello ladies. The twice daily ritual of chasing the chickens away from the duck food. Our poor ducks get bullied by these same 2 chickens every morning and afternoon. So Caleb's very good at chasing them away, aren't you, Caleb? So usually you can just about hear it, but it's not coming through. Should we try it? Oh! Yeah, it's on. The first attempt at shearing these beautiful Llanwenog sheep. Here it goes, the first cut. The timer has started. What a beautiful technique here. I'm just getting word. We will cross over to our other correspondent. There has been some breaking news from the pen. Rachel, are you there?
Yes, it's absolute carnage up here. It seems we were so focused on shearing the sheep, we didn't realise the rest of the flock had in fact escaped from the holding pen. Back to you, Alan.
And so we're back in. John has been making steady progress here. So Mabley, you are the first to be shorn ever here at Carreg by John and Nath. How does it feel? And there it is, worth its weight in gold. Beautiful. And often we will fire up the pizza oven and it gets going really well. It's amazing how the air draws through. Get a nice bit of salad to go with our pizzas.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
First one coming out. The other one's still going. Oh, all the animals we don't have anymore.
Well, it's actually a little bit sad watching it back, wasn't it? Thinking, yeah, they're dead.
No,
They're
poor
gone.
ducks. That was the one that got me, because the ducks should
gone.
still be here.
I know.
That was the fox. That was horrible. And shearing. Our first attempt at shearing. How funny. And us all stood around a bit like, what do we do? What do we do?
That was a huge event.
It was. And touching the fence. That was funny. I like that bit. Oh, and the amazing thing on the pizza oven, the bit that we never actually communicated at the time, is that pizza was terrible. Can you remember?
Was it the one where there was like chunks of clay or whatever?
Concrete in it. So that's why, if you go back to that episode and actually listen right at the very end, like there's a nice shot of Rach like actually eating it, but it's really crunchy, and you're like, wow, the sound is turned up quite high there, but no, it is genuinely just
my teeth
grinding
grinding
concrete. Because that was before. After that, we decided to buy a pizza stone to put in to cook on.
Good investment.
Yeah, it was, because basically all the concrete, because it was so fresh, was still coming loose, and I think bits were still falling from the roof as well. Absolute
you had
madness.
your pepperoni, your mozzarella, bit of sprinkled grated concrete.
Beautiful. Bit of seasoning. Mwah. Spot on. So next section to come then is our wood pile and managing the land a little bit, and how we manage the land and what we do and some of our tasks. So going beyond kind of what it's like to live here, but how to actually manage a small holding with all that is involved at Paradwys. So you ready?
I'm ready.
Cool. There we are, done. This episode we will show you a little bit about how we collect it with the boy. We found the winner today. Good amount out of them this year. It's good. Just starting to come now. Berries galore here at Paradwys at the minute. How to keep pigs. So first of all, why keep pigs? The simple route is to keep some weaners. Do come with a bit of a health warning when you're a smallholder. Let's face it, most smallholders are wannabe farmers. I myself am definitely included in that number.
This is still something called foundation. This is what it's all about.
This is what it's all about for us.
Yeah, there's also a bit of brood in there as well. So this round the edge here, this is the honey. It's got wax over the top. That's basically waiting to hatch out. There's the queen. You see her?
There's
The blue mark on her.
What you doing? It doesn't say that as much anymore.
We need to keep that clip for for his 18th birthday.
He used to say that all the time, like every other thing he said.
What you doing?
Just brilliant. Oh.
I miss that phrase. He's so grown up now. Now it's like, Daddy, why are you loading the dishwasher?
What might be happening here, sire? Yes. No. So the wood, building a round stack. That was probably the longest episode to record. So that you can see my changes of clothes in that. Most episodes kind of we record in a few hours or maybe over a couple of days with different sections, but that literally was in the process for like 4 weeks as I was trying to build that round stack because of all the wood it took. But it was a good one. The kind of sad news is that after all that work, literally today, I've brought in the last of that round stack wood to get ready to burn and finish the drying inside. So yeah, again, things come around full circle. This is a good time to do this.
Yeah.
But the wood, the pigs, when the pigs were little and that, miss them. This was the point. This was the one thing that Caleb really wanted to add to this episode, was that he really misses pigs and he can't wait to get some more pigs.
I think his phrase was, I miss my piggies.
Yeah, that's it. It was very Forrest Gump then.
He did quite sound like Forrest Gump.
And then he ran and ran and ran. Oh.
Yeah.
And the bees. So the bees episode was one of the highest
Yes.
rating hits. Actually, it got shared because it got shared around a few beekeeping associations as well, which is pretty cool.
John
So-
Sadler did a great job.
John
It
Sadler-
was so informative.
It was very informative. That's the thing. This little section of our Paradwys Diaries journey was very informative on
It
how
was.
to manage land.
It was.
So do you want to change it up a little bit? What's coming up next? Oh yeah, let's change it up to a bit of funsies. So the next section, after informative stuff, now we're going on to things like the courgette incident, our staycation, and me actually having a real job. So here we go. Ready? We have one plant that is deadly. So the tale goes, John is howling with laughter as he reads, just a few milligrams of this can make a human severely ill with chronic diarrhea. I think that looks pretty cosy, to be honest. What do you think, Perth? Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Here it is. Everyone that has been so far has absolutely loved it. These compost loos are incredible. Oh, sit and enjoy your morning reflections. So it's a really cosy space, perfect for a small family or a couple to get away to this big field. So this is shared with our Llanwenog sheep, goes all the way around to the sea and the mountains. There's a staycation here at Paradwys. Excited to have your cousins here?
Yeah.
Going on a treasure hunt through the forest to feed the pigs and ducks. Climbing on the castle rock. So very excited. Finished!
And it's big, yeah.
There we go.
And stuff.
We're going to be on the next Paradwys Diaries.
I got coffee.
Gale force winds. We thought it'd be alright to try it out. It's not, we're bailing out. We're at the first site now. This is one of my sampling sites. Not a bad place to work, hey?
Despite lockdown and everything, not being able to go to France, that staycation was really good.
It was amazing,
The
wasn't it?
hot tub, that was such a good idea.
Yeah, we'll put it out there.
Whose idea was it? Oh yeah, mine.
Yeah, okay,
Okay.
yeah. No, it was really good. And like the shepherd's hut stays standing, still stood up now, it's doing great.
Yeah.
Bell tent, we now know how to make it stand up, which
Yes.
is a good thing.
And when the 60-mile-per-hour wind,
Yeah.
maybe not so good to camp
Well,
in.
yeah, but we can work that out now. We know kind of what to look out for.
We know what its limits are.
So yeah, and my work.
Yeah, that was
It looks
really
good, doesn't it?
So I really enjoyed watching that. I'd be like,
Enjoyed-
oh, that's what you
Oh,
do.
you do that, do you? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's good. That's another thing, like, as in going into the new year now, I've got a bit of a new role with outreach and engagement stuff at work, like, because of this sort of stuff that I enjoy doing, and they've noticed that. Kind of means I'm not going to do as much field work. Yeah, bit sad, but other adventures, visiting farmers and chatting with them,
You'll
that's
enjoy
basically
that.
my new job.
That'll be
So that's
good.
going to be good, isn't it? So, and then, of course, the courgette incident.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a dark night at
That was-
Paradwys.
It was a dark night. Well, it wasn't because all the lights were on because we were,
All awake on the toilet.
Yeah. Great. Right. Well, so that is all the reviewing we've actually got time for on today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed looking back through the first section. This is kind of very much the spring, summer, early days. Next week, we're going to look back and review a little bit more on kind of from late summer through autumn, so into our produce and looking into what the land then brings off in autumn through the winter. Up until just last week, we're going to go all the way up to there. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, a little bit of a trip down memory lane, and do join us next week for the next part as we continue reflecting back and looking at all that we've done. So thank you very much, and see you next week.